You are watching Access LaPorte County, Channel 97. Coming up next is the February 8th meeting of the Michigan City Board of Public Works and Safety Special Meeting. You can find more information for this meeting at www.accesslaportecounty.org.
Good morning, everyone. I'd like to call this special meeting of the Board of Public Works and Safety to order this 8th day of February 2023. Present are Mayor Dwayne Perry, Mr. Michael Vincent, myself, Virginia Keating. We have a quorum. The first item on the agenda is special purchase. Michigan City Fire Department Chief Galt is requesting to purchase one 2023 Enforcer chassis from Pierce Manufacturing for the Michigan City Fire Department in the amount of, it was an approximate $850,000. I believe the bid came in at $849 and for $8,049 and $400. Boy, I can't say that today. Let's go back again. $849, $400. Okay, with delivery. Okay, with delivery to be July or August of 2023. The funding has been approved by the council as of last night. Go ahead.
Good morning, board. First of all, thank you for having a special meeting for this. I appreciate it. And yes, I'm asking for permission to buy a Pierce 2023 Pierce chassis Enforcer. It's going to replace our engine 2. It's a 2007 Pierce truck. It's 16 years old. It has recently broke down at 2 working structure fires. So I'm asking permission under the emergency conditions special purchasing to purchase this new fire truck.
Okay. Are there any comments from the public? Board comments? Questions?
Madam Chair, this is a tough one. A motion to approve.
I'll second.
Okay, then I'll call for the vote. Mayor Perry.
Aye.
Mr. Vincent.
Aye.
Chair votes aye as well.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next item on the agenda is the awarding of bids for the 2023 purchase of the backloader for the Michigan City Street Department. We had additional funding approved last evening by the council. The quote was in the sum of $182,275. We have funding. No one here to address this. Amber, do you want to?
Madam Clerk, I believe the council passed the transfer resolution last night.
It was approved.
Okay, so now we have the funding for the board to go ahead and approve this.
Okay, all right. Any public comment? Any board comment?
I'll make a motion to approve.
Support.
And I'll call for the vote. Mayor Perry.
Aye.
Mr. Vincent.
Aye.
Chair votes aye as well. Next item on the agenda is a request for solicitation of bids. Jeff Wright Haas & Associates LLC is requesting to solicit bids for the CCMG 2022-2 application cycle. I believe that we have revised the bid documents so that they match the list in Exhibit A of the grant documents. Is that correct?
That is correct, Madam President. I know the board approved this on Monday, but we're asking for re-ratification due to the modification of the bid documents after the meeting.
Any board comments?
None here, Madam President.
Okay. Motion to ratify.
Motion to ratify.
Support.
A call for the vote. Mayor Perry.
Aye.
Mr. Vincent.
Aye.
Chair votes aye as well. Final item on our agenda is the traffic safety concerns. Casey Martin Marquette High School is requesting permanent invisible signage, lighting, larger crosswalks, and increased police presence due to the double track construction project. This was on our agenda for Monday's meeting. I believe that Sean Smith is able to install some buzz strips next week. Is that correct?
That's correct. Brad Minnick, Premier Engineers. If you have a picture up quick of the buzz strips we took, I believe they were installed on Walker Street last fall, just to give you a visual. While we research costs for more permanent installation, these buzz strips would be a short-term alternative to get something out there quickly for the school. So that's something Sean and I talked about after the meeting on Monday, and he has these available to him, and they could be installed in the next week or so while we pursue additional measures
Okay, what about the signs that we had also discussed and he was going to install?
Yep, he's working with Corporal from Michigan City Police Department also about moving a flashing stop sign over on either end of the school as well. So
All right,
we just wanted to, before we took action, we wanted to keep the board informed on what was going on, both short term and then as we explore long-term solutions.
that's appreciated. Any comments from the board or any questions?
I would just note, Madam President, for the public's information, this is probably not the last time you'll see these solar stop signs appearing other places. I've been informed that many of them that were installed on Washington and Pine, when those two streets were made two ways, to remind everybody in the cross streets they have to stop now, the solar power cells are burning out and they're very expensive to replace. So we're just going to leave those. Eventually, those will all be standard stop signs. So we may be moving these around to support traffic situations like the one you just mentioned.
That's correct. They had a anticipated 5-year service life on the batteries. The battery packs lasted actually 6 years. They can be readily replaced, but the solar panels also need cleaned and routine maintenance to keep them in working order. But they are very effective, I believe.
I just mentioned that so that when our residents see, they don't see the solar signs on Washington and Pine anymore, that they're still being used other places where they're needed more now.
Okay. Any other comments? Okay, do I have a motion?
Motion to support?
Yeah, motion to approve the installation of the buzz strips.
Yes.
Yes, second.
Okay, then I'll call for the vote. Mayor Perry?
Aye.
Mr. Vincent?
Aye.
Chair votes aye as well. That concludes the business before this special meeting. Does anybody want to make a public comment? Tommy, are you here to make a public comment?
I'm just here to support the fire truck.
Okay, all right. Well, then do I have a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn?
And second.
Call for the vote. Mayor Perry?
Aye.
Mr. Vincent?
Aye.
Chair votes aye as well. Thank you all for coming.